Hello and happy Wednesday. And this is Carrie. Julie is off today, so it's just going to be me. I'm going to be bringing you some great tips for busy mamas. So we come here as the owners of The Natural Shift, myself and my sister, Julie. We come here every week to just bring you another topic on natural living, healthy living, life in general, just how to make it simple, more easy for you. Our motto is we make healthy simple because it doesn't have to be complicated. And a lot of the times we either make it complicated or the world tries to make it more complicated than it should. So we try to just give you more information so that you can make an informed decision and just know more so the why behind why we want to be healthy and how we can do that in a more simple and effective way. So, like I said, I've got a great topic for today. It's going to be pretty quick because I know that you're busy, right? It's 3 tips for busy mamas, and we're all busy this time of year, especially with school getting out and there's so many functions and things. We wanted to kind of touch on this topic because we know it's sort of one that maybe on your mind you think, oh my gosh, how can I still live a healthy life, not feel stressed all the time, those types of things. But first, I just wanted to mention that I know on previous broadcasts we have been talking about the wellness workshop that we're doing locally. I wanted to mention that again, just to make sure that you guys know, especially those of you that live locally, we would love to have you. It's going to be an awesome day of just interactive, learning, experiencing the 3 we call them kind of the 3 principles of health: eating right, movement, and using natural tools. So we're going to have a great time on that date. So hopefully you can make it. Bring a friend. If you bring a friend, you get a percentage off. So message us for that code when you go to register, and you can get 20% off if you bring a friend. So that's just something we're doing because we just want to spread the word. We know that sometimes that's really all it is. It's just sharing this information so that if somebody wants to come, they know about the opportunity. So I would really ask that you would share the graphic that we posted, and I'll post it again after I get off this call. Share that on your personal pages if you feel led to, or groups that you're in that you feel like would really love the information and community that of women that's going to be there. So that's just a little information on that. Now, one more thing before I get started. We do come here, we have been coming here every Wednesday for this broadcast. We are going to take a little bit of a break this summer. So we're going to be off the months of June and July. So we're going to finish out this month, and then we'll pick back up in August when everybody's getting in back to school mode and back to a routine. So we're going to be maybe trying something different. We like to just come on, like I know Julie loves to come on live from the grocery store, and I'm going to try to show you a little bit more about my lifestyle and kind of how I make it all work, and hopefully that'll be helpful to you guys. And if obviously we posted this link, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in that link, and we can definitely hop on here and give you more information about that. But as far as the scheduled broadcasts that we usually come on Wednesday, we will not be doing that over the summer. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of that. So let's dive in. I would love if you're on live to just comment and say, hey. It'll just make me feel like I'm not in this alone, right? I just love the community that we have, even if it's through Facebook. So pop on and say hi. Just share a little bit about what you're doing maybe. Maybe you're eating lunch. Share what you're eating lunch with me. So 3 tips for busy, maybe stressed out mamas. First of all, it's all about filling your cup first. That's my number 1 tip. I know we talk about this a good bit because it's something that really gets kind of pushed to the wayside, especially when things get busier. And I'll be honest, I've had to really reevaluate this in my own life because, it has gotten busy. I mean, we're building a house where it's the end of school season. I mean, I still have my business to run. I'm still a mom and a wife and all of that. So how do we juggle all of these things? And, another one of my tips is it's not going to be perfect, right? And kind of let that go out the door, and that decreases the stress level too. But just the fact that we continue to take care of ourselves is really going to be huge when you think about our stress level, and just maintaining sort of that calm and that happy home that's filled with love, and not try to, the stress levels, just kind of creep up, and it can definitely take over sometimes. So fill your cup first. Now, what does that look like? For me, it means that I need alone time. So whether that's getting up early, I do that. I love to get up, do a little bit of stretching, yoga, whatever it might be, just to kind of get going. And then I'll do my devotion. And just, even I do an hour in the morning, but for you, maybe it's 10 minutes. Even 10 minutes without somebody wanting something from you is huge. So if you get up early, that's a great thing. Stay up later. If you're a night owl and you like to do that, get your alone time at night. But we really do need alone time because we need to recharge. Maybe that's just for me, right? I just thought, well, maybe everybody doesn't need alone time. Maybe that's just me. Go out and be with your friends. Maybe that is what you need to fill your cup up, and you need that interaction. That's what really, just gives you energy, and it just kind of brings just a newness to things. So whatever it might be, really kind of tune in and think, what do I need to fill my cup up, and do that. Another suggestion is baths. I love to take a bath, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I normally take more in the winter because it's kind of getting hotter outside, so I don't take quite as many during the summer. But that's one way that I love to just kind of recharge. I'll get a good book, maybe put a face mask on and just have some girl time, some me time. Self-care could also look like just maintaining your healthy schedule. So like for me, that's supplements, that's trying to still eat well, even though, yes, I'm going to have some treats and different things like that, especially when I'm traveling. It's just, you can't always eat, 100% healthy all the time. So maintaining that as much as you can and not just kind of falling off the wagon. So that's a really big deal when you think about taking care of yourself and filling your own cup up. So those are just some suggestions, but try to stay on that routine, even though we're going into summer, and I'm right there with you. My kids are going to be off. Sorry, I've got some comments up here. I just saw them. I'll get to them in just a minute, but my kids are going to be off, and I'm just like you. I'm like, well, what are they going to do all summer? So I've got, some things lined up. I'm not going to ship them off to camp all summer, obviously, but just summer camps and just trying to stay on somewhat of a schedule, because that tends to really kind of throw us off too if they're off schedule. So try to maintain that schedule for them, because it really helps them to not get so thrown off. You're sitting here drinking. Carolee said she's drinking a coffee. She's at a coffee shop drinking a how do you say that word? Matcha? I don't know. Don't know how to say it. Latte. I do love those. That's something new, kind of green tea. I know you don't drink coffee, so that's something you can try if you're trying to cut out coffee, right? A lot of people love to drink those. So I'm glad you're joining, Carolee, and Miss Deborah. Hello to you too. So that's just my number 1 tip, to fill up your cup first. Now, second tip is preparation. That kind of goes with staying on a routine, but especially when you think about matcha, maybe? I don't know. I need to go look up the pronunciation. Thanks for that, though, Carolee. So preparation is really key in anything, but when you're busy, it's super key, because, I had a busy day today. I'm leaving out of town right after this. I had some things to do this morning. So last night I was getting my list together. I was making sure I had everything laid out. And I don't always do that. Like, Julie has spoken about how she just really takes the extra step to lay things out and things like that. I don't do that all the time, but definitely if I'm going to be in a super big hurry, it decreases my stress level, and it just makes things flow way easier. So I like to make sure that I'm prepped and just know what I have to do the night before. So for me, that just means making a to-do list and making sure I have things laid out and things sort of already in that direction that it needs to go, right? Maybe not perfectly in order, but definitely have in my mind what I have to do for the next day, instead of waking up, maybe not early, maybe your kids are waking you up, and then you're like behind already, you feel behind. And I don't like feeling like that, and I don't really know many moms that do. So just taking those few little minutes to make sure that you have things in order and prepped, whether that's food, book bags, lunches, whatever it is, dinner the next night, or that night. Just make sure that you have in your mind what you have to do, and maybe have taken a step in the right direction with that. So number 2 tip is prepare. And number 3, and probably the best tip I can give you is, please don't think you have to do it all yourself or that it has to be done perfectly. Because a lot of times whatever it might be. Maybe we see other moms doing things and we feel like we need to do them, or maybe we're just not really good at asking for help. If I'm really busy and I know that I'm not going to be able to get everything done, or I'm not going to be able to get it done and stay sane, like, I'm going to ask my husband for help. I know that he, goes to work and has his own things to do, but asking for help is something that we should all do more of. Moms are not meant to do it all. And when we try to take everything on and we feel like it has to be done perfect, that's like a deadly combination. So I kind of threw perfect out the window a while ago, but I am not that great at asking for help. So I have been working on that and just trying to see where I can get more help, whether it's from like my mom or my husband or even my kids. I ask them to help, especially my daughter. She's at the age where she can pick up after herself and just really help me with the different things around the house or planning or whatever it might be. So I really try to get her to help me, and she likes to help. Most kids really want to feel valued and have that responsibility. So ask for help and don't feel like it needs to be done perfect. So those are my 3 quick tips. I even kept it at 10 minutes, which it's kind of hard because you can just talk on this all day long. So I hope this really helps you as you kind of go into summer, especially, and that it's a pretty busy month with the end of school year and all of it comes with that. Just know that that you set the tone, because if we're stressed and we're just anxious and we're hurried, and our kids can feel that, and so that's going to throw them off, and they might feel a little bit more anxious themselves. And so we really do set the temperature in our home as far as the love that we give, the peace and the comfort and all of that, and the structure that we give is really key for our whole family, not just our kids and our husband as well. And moms usually do set that tone. So just think about that as you're in this season, and maybe it's not just this season, maybe you need this for your whole life, right? I know moms are always busy, but definitely during this time I felt like it was a good topic to speak on. So if you have any thoughts or questions, I'd love to hear them in the comments, and please post on our Facebook, not our Facebook, our link. You can click that link if you have a question or if you have any kind of topic that you would think would be a good thing to dive into. And we've got some great content that's going to be coming in August, some great suggestions that we're going to dive into, and maybe do a few different series. It'll be fun. And like I said, we're definitely going to be active on Facebook and on Instagram if you follow us on there. We love to share how we live our life and just different things such as that. So we're not going to be absent this summer. We're just going to be kind of sharing more in the moment, because that's kind of how it is in the summer. Even though we do maintain somewhat of a routine, it's definitely not as strict or as structured as the regular school year. And of course, we all have kids, my sister and I, so we kind of have to take summers off with them in a way, which is great. It's great to be able to do that. So anywho, great to be with you today. Hopefully this helps some busy mama out there realize that you got this. We're all in this together. So just wanted to share my tips with you today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and great week. See you guys later.